he is actually going in a squad of 30 boys. Well, I'm not going to worry too much about how he looks. Okay, as a rank and file orc right now, he's definitely playable. You don't have to worry about too much more. Done, right? Well, I'm going to put a little bit more detail on him. Simply because I like my miniatures to pop a little bit more. Okay, next I'm taking Mechorite Ride, again from the foundation line. I'm going to paint crest on his helmet red. The Snakebite boys, their colors are red and white. Now notice I didn't worry too much about being paint. That's because if the orcs painted this, rather, they wouldn't care about being neat either. One of the neat things that I like to do for my Snakebite boys too is I put some more paint on their weapons. And orcs like dags, and the other thing they like is like checks and such. Stripes, checks, dags, whatever is easiest for them to paint. So, alright, there is my Snakebite boy so far. Next step I'm going to do is I'm going to throw a little commando khaki on the tips of the helmets, horns there. Just kind of ties it all together, makes it look more like horns. Then what I'm going to do is real carefully try to hit some of the teeth. Not going to worry too much about it. Again, rank and file orc. You want to spend your time more on some of your showpieces, like your war boss, your knobs. I take a lot of time on. I do them individually. But again, this is just rank and file painting, speed painting kind of. Let's see, he's pretty much ready. Now, it has been said don't use white straight. So I said that in a previous tutorial. You never want to use straight white, so I'm using a dipped Astronomicon gray, actually, from the foundation line. And I'm going to use a little bit of skull white just to kind of brighten it up just a tad. If you want to use pure white, that's your choice, but I read an article in White Dwarf many moons ago that you don't want to use pure white because it is too stark, it's too bright. So, one of the things I'm going to do is I'm actually going to paint his helmet white, I think. The way an orc would paint it. Part of the reason for that is to cover up the white from where, or the yellow rather, from where I goofed up earlier. And part of the other reason is to make it pop a little bit more. But notice I'm leaving the edges metallic, and I'm not going through and doing a big base coat on this. Reason being, if the orcs painted it, it's pretty much what they would do. Or they would have it battle damaged and whatnot. So I'd say his helmet's pretty much done. One of the other things I'm going to do is leave it just as is. Actually, I kind of like that. So as of now, I'd consider this orc done and playable tabletop quality. So that's pretty much it. He's a tabletop quality Snakebite boy, ready for some action. So remember, you're going to paint tons of these boys, so you don't want them real tedious and highlighting and shading each one. Only thing where I'm going to do left is shade the pants there. I just noticed I did not put any wash on it, so I'm going to shade the pants with some wash. As I'm looking for my wash, because I was not ready. I apologize. Gonna wash it with some Devlin mud. This is a nice dark brown wash. It's really well for rust in some spots or dirt or whatnot. But again, with the wash, I'm painting it straight out of the bottle. You don't want to thin the wash down too much, if at all. You kind of see what it does there on the pants there. Brings out all the little shades. All little shadows. Okay. That's a little better. And one of the other things I do, sometimes I'll throw some washes in various spots on my model. Nice dirty look here. There we go. Alright, well, that's pretty much it now. Now if you want to add some more details, absolutely can. Remember I said Calton Brown makes a really nice rust, and I'm going to show you that right now since I'm at it. I'll do a full-blown weathering tutorial next time. I'm going to take some Calton Brown. I'm going to thin this bad boy way out. Like 90% water, almost. Now the trick is here to put it in the crevices. Works really well on guns and such. Well, one of the other things you can do is kind of dab it on the blades and kind of just wash it into the crevices too. I would guess snake bikes especially don't care if their weapons are rusty or not. You can see there, now it's going to be brighter until it dries, and it's going to dry a little bit darker. What I do with that then is I go back over it one more time with a thinned out orange, Carius orange, again from the foundation paints. I use foundation paints and Citadel paints mainly because I like them, but other reason being that I'm familiar with them. So I know if I need a black, I know it will be black and not charcoal. If I know it's a Mechrite red, I know it's a deep red. So that's pretty much it. He's tabletop quality now, and he is ready for some action. So good luck.